Ankle monitors are used in all 50 states, and it's an extra set of eyes to keep tabs on suspects and convicts. But in many cases, those monitors don't prevent crimes from happening. It's a false sense of security pushing some to demand changes. Here's National Investigative Reporter Chris Nakamoto.
Tell me about your mom, Peggy.
She was fun. She laughed a lot. She was just a caring, loving, supportive mom. Had I thought he would do what he did, I would have never let my mom stay at her home by herself.
It all started in August of 2021 when Peggy Beasley went to police alleging her husband and the man she knew for nearly 2 decades, Marshall Rayburn, was drugging and raping her. Prosecutors say Rayburn recorded his crimes on his computer. Following his arrest, he posted a $100,000 bond and was outfitted with an ankle monitor that had an exclusion zone around his wife's home. Our national investigative team analyzed the GPS coordinates and found Rayburn began testing the system within days of wearing it. Over the next 2 weeks, he did it again and again. This map shows how many times he hovered in the area where the victim was. On September 20th, Rayburn went back to his wife's home and waited for Peggy Beasley to start her nighttime routine.
And he knew that she would go out and take the dogs out one last time before she went to bed.
District Attorney Sam DeQuilla says a neighbor heard screams and rushed to help.
Marshall put the gun to the neighbor's chest and fired through her chest, through her back, and hit the victim in the eye and killed her.
Rayburn then turned the gun on himself. When law enforcement arrived, crime scene photos revealed he had wrapped his ankle monitor in aluminum foil to scramble the signal. That was successful. The monitor noting a loss of communication on the device. Prosecutors say their research showed the ankle monitoring company AEM out of Mississippi did not bother to notify anyone of the zone violations or the communication losses on Marshall Rayburn's ankle monitor.
It's a slap in the face to the victims and to the public because of the false sense of security that they have.
Across America, the use of ankle monitors started increasing in recent years in an effort to reduce jail overcrowding.
Latest proposal is more ankle monitors.
Investigate TV found examples of individuals wearing monitors and later accused of committing violent crimes like shootings and murders. Although circumstances surrounding each case are different, prosecutors and critics say the lack of supervision is a problem everywhere. In Charleston, South Carolina, Justin Moultrie was wearing an ankle monitor, suspected of murdering a man in 2020 when police arrested him as a suspect in a different shooting, which left a 9-year-old hurt. In Nashville, Santez Bedingfield was wearing an ankle monitor, accused in 2 shootings when Metro Police say he was arrested again while wearing one, accused in a 3rd shooting. And in New Orleans, police say a 15-year-old convicted of aggravated assault was wearing a deactivated ankle monitor when he was accused of murdering a tour guide in the city's famed French Quarter. If used effectively, supporters say ankle monitors are a popular tool that can keep tabs on those waiting for their day in court.
It's just like the Wild West. These monitoring companies show up, they talk to a judge, they talk to a sheriff, they enter into an agreement, say we're going to monitor these individuals, and there's no monitoring at all.
Our national investigative team found most states don't have laws that allow prosecutors to charge ankle monitoring companies with a crime for breaching their monitoring duty. In one of the first indictments in the country, District Attorney Sam DeQuilla charged the owner and an employee of the ankle monitoring company with negligent homicide.
Her life could have been saved so many times. It didn't have to be this. It didn't have to be.
Following the indictment, the owners of the ankle monitoring company won an appeal to have their indictment tossed out. But this summer, the state Supreme Court in Louisiana ruled the indictment was valid and the case could proceed.
The system failed. The system is failing. We're doing everything we can to hold somebody accountable for the death of their mother.
As the indictment moves forward, Beasley's case also led lawmakers to change state law. Monitoring companies are now liable in Louisiana for a lack of supervision. It's too late to bring Beasley back, but her children believe it's not too late for the rest of the country to take action.
We miss her. We miss her. She was one of a kind. She truly was. I know people say that, but she was a good one.
Our national investigative team reached out to AEM, the monitoring company mentioned in this report, along with their owner and lawyer for a comment. They did not hear back. Earlier this year, court documents show the defendants challenged the indictment, claiming there was no legal basis to charge them with a crime. If you have a story, we want to hear from you. Call us or email our investigators at the address right there on your screen. We'll look into any of your issues for the next Factfinder Investigates.